Western Conference matchup in today's game is the Kings coming to town for this one. Here at the Staples Center, the fans here in Los Angeles amping up for the Clippers. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, and with me today, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Kings, Kemba Walker is out there with McLemore. Then there's Draymond Green. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Mbah a Moute in the three. Just 5 on the clock. Green passes to Cousins.
And there's the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, that's a nice tone setter out of the gate.
Well, Ben McLemore seen as perhaps a steal when the Kings selected him 7th overall in last year's draft, but his rookie season was a colossal disappointment, defensively and offensively. He really struggled to contribute.
Here's Walker, following the basket by Dwight Howard. Cousins inside. He's guarded by Howard. And McLemore kicks to Cousins. Baseline try.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there. Great effort.
Ross on the wing. The offensive rebound. And stolen by Cousins. Now the feed to McLemore. Kicks to Mbah a Moute. He dishes it to Cousins. Rebounded by Howard. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ross in the corner. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
So it's Sacramento now. They trail by 3. Walker dishes to Cousins. Back to Walker. The Kings need to get off a shot here from about 19 feet. And Cousins gets it to go.
You know, I don't think that was a shot they had in mind, but they'll take it.
Ross sets a screen for Paul. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, he didn't even bother to wait around for any help on that break.
That was a one-man job all the way, Steve. He knew what to do with it and when.
Paul passes to Ilyasova. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
No good from Cousins. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Singler kicks to Howard. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
Sacramento making some changes. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Cousins. And Lee's subbed in for Draymond Green. In the corner, it's McLemore. That shot a little beyond his normal range. And Mbah a Moute's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Howard has it in the corner. And Ilyasova kicks to Paul. Ilyasova is screen on Walker. Paul's shot is off. The Kings have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Walker dishes to Lee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Clippers trail by 4. Paul outside. David Lee comes up with the rebound. The Kings have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%.
Only 11 road wins for the Kings last year, and with that number as your road win total, hard to play 500 basketball.
Misses off the left iron.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And the foul called on Kevin Seraphin. Paul passes to Ross. Fades away. And he gets it to go. Ross has got 5 points so far. That 11 road wins was the second lowest total in the Western Conference last year. And Steve really sunk the Kings.
Yeah, you know, often it seemed like the Kings defense would let down and the other team would just get on a roll, and basically the Kings would fold over. It's a young team, so they've got to play with some resolve to get road wins in the NBA.
Howard setting the pick for Paul. Singler, no good. Kings leading now by 4. There's the screen. And McLemore kicks the lead. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And it's Walker penetrating. Misses from short range.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
And he gets it to go. 8 points now for Terrence Ross. The Kings have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to Seraphin. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
The Clippers trail. Ilyasova is screen on Walker. That's good from Ilyasova on the assist by Paul.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Out left to the wing. Here's Lee. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Paul outside. Dishes to Ross. In the corner, Ilyasova with it. Again, the Clippers. Here's Walker. Lee outside. Back to Walker. In the corner, it's McLemore. The kick out to Walker. Passes it to Mbamute. Back to Walker. Looking to end the run. And he gets it to go.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Paul again. It's Walker. Paul kicks to Ilyasova. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. Cannot hit. Walker with some nice deep.
Tough to hit that shot when you got the defense right in your shirt.
Chris Paul is really a basketball junkie. When he's not playing the game, he watches all the games. He has a wall of TVs in his home so he can follow multiple games at once. That is fanaticism. And he actually...
Oh, what a
throw down there. Man!
Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here, guys. This is going to be fun to watch. 2 evenly matched teams, both teams playing hard.
Paul missing again.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
And it's Walker penetrating. Lee left side. And he gets the bucket. And now a 3-point Kings lead.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Paul kicks to Howard, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Out to the right wing, and Baamute dishes to Walker. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. He feeds it to McLemore. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Ennis, he's checked in for Kemba Walker. Clippers trail by 3. Here is Cunningham. .156 left here in the first quarter. No good from Lee. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. And Baamute kicks to Ennis. Feeds it to McLemore. Pulls up on the wing. The rebound by Anderson. And Los Angeles guys shooting 47% from the field to start things off. Here is Cunningham. Soft touch off the glass. Cunningham's got his first bucket in this one. Now here's Ennis. They lead by 1 to the left side wing. And Baamute kicks to Ennis. And the pass to Lee. Right side, Lee. Almost, but it rolls out.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
.40 left to play in the first. From 15 feet away, here's Anderson. A second chance effort. Now here's Ennis. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. McLemore, the pass to Seraphin. The dish to Ennis. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's... From deep, McLemore. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And still a close game as the first quarter comes. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
No, I think it's a good start for this club. They seem to be playing well, and we'll see if they can carry it forward.
Well, they hit the ground running and had a really nice beginning to this game, Steve.
On the court right now for the Kings, we got DeMarcus Cousins. Ennis out there with Johnson. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Lewis in at the 3, the small forward. The Clippers in the lead.
The Clippers started out as a good team last year, but they never seemed to be content with what they had. They added vet after vet as the season progressed and really made some nice additions.
And the call goes against Wesley Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Cunningham. Boom, he jams it straight down. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely, those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Lewis dishes to Green. 8 feet away. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And the Clippers' depth was a big help for him in the first round as the bench provided, I thought, Clark, a good punch for him against the Golden State Warriors.
You know, that's true, but they just didn't have enough in the tank to get by the Thunder in that second round of the playoffs and what was really, I thought, an entertaining back-and-forth series.
Kept alive.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, for some, Aaron Gordon is seen as a tweener. And for Gordon, it isn't going to phase him. He said, obviously, you have to play a position in the NBA, but I'm going to do a little bit of everything. Post up, hit jumpers, go by people. I'm going to do it all. I'm confident that I can play both the 3 and the 4. He has the skills to pull it off, Kevin.
And he does. Thank you, Doris. Johnson outside. Pass to Cousins. With some arc, and he sinks the layup. Cousins has got 6.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Here's Cunningham. Second chance shot. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Johnson. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. A 3 ball. Sacramento gets it back. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here is Cunningham. Pass to McDaniels. Looking for Anderson. He gets it there. The shot is off. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Ennis kicks to Johnson. It's picked off. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And Cunningham with the slam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Johnson for 3. Cousins, the pass to Green. Ennis kicks to Johnson. Another shot. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Well, that's an aggressive play trying to get that rebound. Maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just conceded.
Cousins dishes to Green. And Cousins kicks to Ennis. The feet to Lewis. Here's Green. Lee with the block. Here's Cunningham. It gets rebounded by Ennis. Here is Cunningham. He's got 6. Misses the wing J.
DeMarcus Cousins is absolutely devastating around the rim, folks. I mean, he's strong, coordinated, excellent touch, tremendous hands, good feet. His high skill level enables him to step outside and make plays, but I think he's really best served when he's in that paint area, doing his damage close to the goal.
And both free throws good for Lewis.
And Cousins top 5 in free throws attempted last season. He's had his issues at the other end committing fouls. The Kings need him on the court, so that's something he has to be very careful about.
Cunningham passes to Anderson. He kicks it to Cunningham. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
Here's Ennis. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. You talk about Cousins' presence inside. He's still got a ways to go defensively.
Yeah, he's solid one-on-one, but often a step slow in rotations in the team defensive scheme. I think that's where he can really take the next step, and that requires studying your opponent and then understanding where you need to be defensively as a team defender.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And that sends Draymond Green to the free throw line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. The Kings making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Cunningham dishes to Lee. Clock at 6. Kicks to Anderson. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Outside, Walker. He dishes it to Cousins. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, great season for DeMarcus Cousins last year, and an interesting story. His owner asked his countrymen to stuff the ballot box for Cousins so that he could be in the starting 5 of the All-Star game. Didn't quite work out, but he still had a terrific campaign.
And then Cunningham slams it in.
Is there a dunk contest judge in the house? Because if so, this guy's trying to impress him.
Those kinds of dunks are reputation builders.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, he just gave this crowd their money's worth, that's for sure.
And it's Walker penetrating. Here's Green. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got 3 rebounds so far in the game. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Here is Cunningham. 10 points for him. Anderson a screen on Walker. Cunningham's shot is off.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Singler. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Los Angeles?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end. And the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
Lee's checked in for Sacramento. Paul kicks to Howard. Lee with the steal. Paul against Walker. Dishes it to Johnson. Lewis with the 3. Shot is no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. There's the lob to the hoop. Ilyasova can't hit.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
And Walker kicks to Lewis. They grab their own miss. Back to Walker. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for the Kings. Lewis kicks to Walker. On the wing, Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. For 3. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Yeah, back and forth start for sure. This game is setting up to be awfully competitive.
The kick out to Walker. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ilyasova's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
It's now been 8 years since the Kings have played postseason basketball, and the path back to the playoffs, especially in the Western Conference, is not getting any easier anytime soon.
Walker the pass to Lewis. There's 1:40 left in the first half of basketball.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Getting back to the Kings and getting back to the playoffs, Steve, they have some pieces now, they feel.
Yeah, but you need more than just talent. You need a couple of stars, and you need a full commitment from everybody on the floor. Look, this is a young team. I think they're moving in the right direction, but they've got to continue to grow together.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. Doc Rivers trying to help this Clippers team to the mountaintop. And Chris Paul said, "I've never had a coach that wants to win as bad as I do until Rivers." Rivers said, "I'm just here to try to win. I always tell our players there's no guarantee to it. You have to be willing to get your hearts broken." Gentlemen.
He's getting him to lay it all on the line. Doris, thank you. Paul dishes.
Man, what a play. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. Some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Mulligan, Walker fires the 3, and another 3 for the Clippers.
They've done a really good job of knocking down their long-distance shots here in the second quarter. They're shooting just above 40% from down. That's outstanding.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson double-teamed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 5 assists in the game.
This is great. 3-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
It's all tied here. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at DeMarcus Cousins, what a contribution.
Yeah, it's been sheer dominance in the post by him so far, just tearing them up when he gets inside.
And getting it to him is the only hard part. Once he has it, he's automatic.
Kyle Singler is out there with Ilyasova. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Howard in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Lee. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
There's the bucket. Good. Lee's got 8 points. The Clippers trail.
Well, David Lee, a 2-time All-Star. Over the past 5 seasons, he's averaged about 19 points and over 10 boards a game. Impressive numbers.
Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 8 points for Chris Paul. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And Walker kicks to Lee. Back to Walker. from deep three-point range. The Clippers grab the miss. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here is Los Angeles now. And it's Paul penetrating. And the call will be against David Lee. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Paul passes to Howard. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Walker dishes to Lee. Passes to Seraphin. The kick out to Walker. He feeds it to Lee. Little turnaround. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Now when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And he wasn't really a flashy passer like a lot of the great playmakers you think of, but just always in control. Kind of an old school game, but one that was tremendously successful over the course of his almost 2 decades with the Utah Jazz.
Shots good by McLemore.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Ross. Left side, Jones. Back to Walker. Feeds to Jones. Ilyasova against Lee. Again, Sacramento.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
Paul outside. The pass to Ilyasova. The fadeaway. And that one's good. Ilyasova's got 8 points.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominating.
Kemba Walker, quick. Got a great handle on the ball. He's a blur in transition. And what I like about him is always looking to push the tempo for easy baskets. And he's tough, not afraid of the moment.
And Walker tough to stay in front of, but yet Clark, he's become a good finisher around the rim.
Well, you know, you have to be able to do that at his size. He's listed at 6'1", which I think is really generous. He's more 5'10"ish, 5'11", and he understands that's an area that he has to continue to expand and add to be the potent offensive player he's capable of being.
That's good. 14 points for David Lee.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
And Walker kicks to Jones. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Ilyasova. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. So both teams making some changes here. Ennis with the ball. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Jones has it in the corner. The dish to Ennis. Shot clock at 6. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Ennis.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Here's Cunningham. It's hauled in by the Kings.
He's far too tentative in the paint. And even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Jones for 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Clippers trail by 7. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Fires the 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Sacramento. Green comes in for Lee.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
And Aaron Gordon out of Arizona, kind of a tweener between the 3 and the 4, 6'8", 220. Not much of a shooter, but a terrific athlete with a great motor. He has shown the potential to be a great defensive player.
And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. And Gordon brings some versatility defensively and offensively. Nice Clark footwork inside and underrated ball handle.
Yeah, I think he's got a lot of skills. I mean, he didn't shoot it that well either from the floor or the line, but you loved his motor, you loved his speed, and you saw glimpses of his ability to make plays off the dribble.
Ennis passes to Cousins. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Cunningham. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Kings.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
And, Steve, we can't fail to mention all the steals they piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
Ennis kicks to Cousins. Jones, that's for 2. Good as the jump shot falls. Jones has got the lead up to 7 now for the Kings. Poke loose. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Here's McDaniels. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Anderson. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Cousins. Tries from 10. And the shot no good, a bit short.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
From downtown. Good. And it's now only a 1-point Kings lead.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space. How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Here is Cunningham. 14 points for him. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
8 seconds on the shot clock.
And here are the Kings now. They lead by 4. Here's Ennis. Stolen by Anderson. They're running for the finish. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And McLemore kicks to Cousins. Puts up the baby hook. Makes it off the glass. Cousins has got 15 points.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
Here's Cunningham. Passes it to McDaniels. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Lee outside. Gordon with the screen for Lee. Out to the wing. Here's McDaniels. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. McLemore with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Ennis kicks to Jones. From outside, off the mark.
9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Well, you often think of the Clippers as being an updated version of Showtime. They know how to grind it out and get a win, too.
Yeah, I thought they were a little better defensively. They have guys that will certainly give you highlight reel material. But they're smart in how they attack teams and how they finish games, too.
The drive by Cousins. And he hits the bucket. Cousins has got 6 here in this quarter.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
And the rejection by Cousins. Kings leading now by 6. And there's the feed to McLemore. He kicks to Cousins. Jones dishes to Cousins. Doubled by Lee. The pass to Ennis. Just 3 to shoot. Nice jump shot. Good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
And with the Clippers, I think a big part of how they can grind out a win, if need be, is that they know how to get to the free throw line.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
If they can't take care of the basketball, they're going to have a very hard time turning this game around.
Yeah, the turnovers already piling up here in this quarter.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Well, one way or another, the Clippers, as you said, they'll find ways to score points, even if it means selling a call or two. But you do what you need to do to get wins, and most players are open to that.
Rashard Lewis. He's checked in for James Jones. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Tyler Ennis, a 6'2" point guard out of Syracuse, was a big riser on draft boards in only 1 season in college. He led the ACC in assists and steals and had an outstanding assist-to-turnover ratio. Ennis is very sure-handed with the ball, and he also gained a reputation for being a big shot taker and big shot maker in his 1 year at Syracuse.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Seraphin comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Lee's subbed in for Green. .27 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Lee. It's on target from the high post. Lee's got 16.
They can't seem to do anything to slow him down.
Yeah, this is a scoring clinic. I mean, he's got it going on.
The shot's good from Paul.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Here's Ennis. No good on that last second attempt there. And that's... Here's Paul. On the floor for Sacramento. David Lee is out there at Lewis. Then there's Kemba Walker. Then it's Johnson. And it's Seraphin in the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, Dwight Howard had started 6 straight All-Star games until last season. The new balloting system with 2 backcourt players and 3 frontcourt players resulted in Blake Griffin and Kevin Love in the starting lineup. Howard felt slighted. He thinks that centers are kind of getting the short end of the stick here.
And Walker kicks to Lee. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
And you remember, Howard last season created a mock commercial asking people to save the centers.
Yeah, you know, as usual, Dwight Howard finding a way to have fun with it in bizarre fashion. That's part of who he is. But I think the underlying issue is a true one. The age of the lumbering pivot man in the NBA seems to be slowly going towards extinction.
David Lee, very light on his feet for a big man. He played tennis until age 12, and that may have contributed to his mobility, but he can really move around the floor for a big man.
Howard with this screen on Walker to the right side. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Singler.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
And it's Walker penetrating. Kicks it to Lee. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Ilyasova's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And David Lee, tremendous feet and excellent hands for a big guy. Really good touch, catching and finishing around the rim. Either hand, he's really an adept finisher, whether off the pass or on an offensive rebound.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Lee kicks to Johnson. Great D that time from Howard. And for David Lee, Steve, not just valued by his team for his play on the court, but also his presence in the locker room.
Yeah, good teammate. He makes a big difference in the community. Those things can really help and make a big contribution to team chemistry.
Outside, Walker. Lee sets a screen for Walker. Johnson, a wide open look. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Ilyasova is green on Walker. Howard. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 8th assist in the game. Dishes to Lee. 6 feet out. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Lee's got 18 points just in the second half.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Howard setting the pick for Paul. Count the basket and the foul. Sean Lewis picks one up.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Johnson kicks to Walker. Back to Johnson. He dishes it to Walker. 6 to shoot. Fires from the wing. And he gets it to go. That's now 8 points for Johnson. Mulligan, it's Walker. 9 feet out. Here's Howard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Howard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
The first free throw is good. And the Kings making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Kemba Walker hits them both.
You know, one story that didn't get a lot of press last season. 2 days after the Bledsoe trade had been given the go-ahead, the ownership tried to back out of it. The trade was already public news, and Doc Rivers actually threatened to quit before their ownership backed down.
Paul is doubled. Into Ilyasova. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Paul with the three. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And for J.J. Redick, that shakeup must have been tough. His contract with the Clippers was contingent on the trade.
And Kevin, reportedly, Doc Rivers leaned on ownership pretty hard, saying, hey, I shook hands on this. Don't make me look bad here. Our reputation's at stake. It all worked out, but a reminder of the Clippers' rather dysfunctional past.
Good on the second free throw.
Take a look at what Kemba Walker's done. He's got 8 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
Yeah, to watch him spread the ball around, get everybody involved is a thing of beauty. I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
And the Kings making a change here. Green's checked in.
Second three-pointer of the half, 4th overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
Johnson, the pass to Walker. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And that's now 10 points for Kemba Walker.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas. 4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Lee dishes to Walker. Lewis kicks to Walker. Back to Lewis. Paul with the steal. Here's Howard. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Howard's got 24. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Clippers?
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
There was a time when the Kings were one of the powerhouses out of the West, but they've been stuck at the bottom for almost a decade now.
Well, in the Western Conference, Kevin, it's hard to get out of the doldrums, and the Kings just haven't quite been able to match up with the top teams out that way.
For 3, Ross. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lewis outside. From downtown, it's rebounded by Ilyasova.
Seemingly, though, the Kings did find some pieces to build around this last season, even as they ended 3rd to last in the conference.
Howard, the pass to Paul. Back to Howard. With the teardrop for Sacramento, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Over in the corner, Green. He feeds it to Lewis. They kick it out to Green. 6 to shoot. Back to Lewis. All sorts of time. And that one's good.
You know, for the Kings, finding out what you have really is the first step in turning around your fortunes, being able to look at what you've got and what you need to add. And the Kings definitely have some players to build around, but as with any team that's rebuilding, it's going to take a lot of work to get back to being a factor in the powerful Western Conference. You know, an interesting statement came from the mouth of CP3 last year when he mentioned that he feels that Allen Iverson was the most influential player ever. Interesting. Most probably would have said Jordan.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Lee. Bahamute comes in for Rashard Lewis. And McLemore subbed in for Johnson. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Paul.
You talk about Allen Iverson's influence. You know, Chris Paul wears the number 3 jersey in honor of Iverson. Paul was about 10 years old when the answer started his NBA career, so a huge influence.
The kick out to Walker. Baseline jumper. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Paul. Feeds it to Howard. There's the killer's two-handed slam. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
You know, quite honestly, Kevin and Steve, I mean, this game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Well, then let's root for overtime. Why not?
Shoots from 8. Here's Cousins. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova.
He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys. Cousins playing well. He has 9 rebounds, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
Yeah, Clark, he's had a great presence defensively. He's thrown off their rhythm on several occasions.
LA's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Outside. And stolen by Cousins. Walker with it. Chris Paul covering. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Although they didn't end with the best record in the West, the Clippers were one of the top teams against the West. They had a terrific in-conference record.
Ennis, he's checked in for Walker. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Tyrone Corbin was going over with his team. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down, a close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am. Draymond Green was the 35th pick back in 2012, and he's made an impact thus far with his defense, rebounding, and great IQ for the game. And I like his competitive spirit, too. He helps you win in a lot of ways.
Unbelievable shot. He can't miss out there.
And he knows it. I mean, he's got major swagger going on out there now.
And Cousins kicks to Green. Shot clock at 6. Ennis dishes to Cousins. Count it, and the foul. That's on Dwight Howard.
And Green, more of an offensive player at Michigan State. I think he's still adjusting to the added distance on the NBA three-point arc, but shot it really well in the playoffs last year, so just getting better and better every year.
A nice shot by Howard.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Cousins with a screen on Paul. Ennis kicks to Cousins. Again, Sacramento. And Green very vocal, very outspoken. He's occasionally rubbed, in fact, opponents the wrong way.
Yeah, never shy about contact either, Kevin. He can get under opponent's skin at times, but if he's your teammate, you love what he brings to the table.
And here's Ennis. There's the dish to Cousins. And the Clippers making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Clippers trailed by 4. Paul outside. Pass to Singler. Back to Paul. Shoots it up. And blocked. And he recovers it. They get it back. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And there's the 3-second violation. Kings leading now by 4. Now Walker. Pass to Cousins. Stolen by Anderson. Count! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
A crucial basket. They needed it, and he gave it to him.
Mulligan. It's Walker. Pass to Cousins. 5 to shoot. Back to Walker. For 3. And out of bounds is Los Angeles Kings possession. The Clippers shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Paul for 3.
You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
Yeah, no question, the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Nice work there. Steps up, knocks them down, and makes it a 2-possession game.
Can't get it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Gets the first. That puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Lets it go with a 3. Tries to save it, but they'll get another chance. Anderson outside. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. They came, they saw.